I just stepped to the building, coke and vodka, coke can change your life. Can't shoot a civilian, but if she testify, I'll change my mind. DBE is the wave, SKCM, can we be precise? Got coke for days, those are heroin, you can't beat the price. When the trapper use ways, mum said, can you change your way? Heroin on the floor, 5 racks on my bando door, I'm paid. Make that bitch squat, and I need some vocals to take. They ain't a go like C, they ain't a go like SK.
Three man try link up and do an album, it's not gonna sound like this. Tryna sound like A, tryna sound like Skep, and the rest tryna sound like Chip. You ain't been platinum, silver or gold, you ain't even been bronze, you div.
More than enough time to think of a plan. Group together, try to think we're a gang. Now they're talking to the trap and then they think of the gang. Group together, try to think we're a gang. Now they're talking trap and then they think of the gang. More than enough time to think of a plan. Now they're talking to the trap and then they think of the gang. Think of the gang, trap and then they think of the...
Young Ads, Chip, Skepta, Insomnia album, cold. Go do that up, car. That one there's a special album still. I rate it very highly. And Heady one best in the UK in my eyes. Yeah. I need some more of that DXT Heady though. Like I need like Music X Road Heady back. Although the gang mixtape is calm in it, it's not what I was looking for. It's not what I expected. I want more of the Music X Road Heady back. So I'm looking forward to that, but let's get into the video.
You depend on the bitch. Swear to God, man, I'm clever as shit. Still can trap any weather I'm in. Throw me working, I'm making it flip. With a whippy, you might just get sick. Throw me extra, you know we gon' win. Getting money, I've been doing this. Since a youngin', I've been had to drip. Make a movie, not talking a clip. It's lit. Just take a look at the drip. You boys don't get fired in this.
Welcome on YouTube, it's your boy Kunz back in the building. Now today, we're gonna start the Flashback series. Now this is a series where I'm gonna take you through the bangers of the past. So either mainstream artists, like their roots and stuff they did when they were a bit less mainstream in it, when they had less following and that. Or we're gonna look at old rappers that don't rap now. So like some of their old stuff in it. So it's like 50 Cent, Eminem. But I thought we have to win the UK in it. So I thought we have to start with the UK thing. And what's best to start off with than Wretch 32 Fire in the Booth with Avelino? Because personally, in my preference, that is the best Fire in the Booth to ever be aired. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I'm ready for this one, so let's get into it still.
I know you're gonna dig this.
Oh yeah, perfect. Let's get ready to rumble.
Yeah. And the blue flow.
Let's get him off!
Made a lot of noise being silent. They labeled me remote, now I'm being scouted by Island. Beg you want a brother, I'm universal, it's timing. I've got way too much to decipher for any cipher. I'm trying to be so much greater than good. For the greater good, I feel like Nas. All I need is one mic, made you look. I've got hood neighbors that ain't never left my neighborhood. Had to burn bridges to make profit like Moses, there ain't a bush.
Mean with it, fam. Fam, from the moment he set off, he was spinning bars, fam. Man said, they labeled me remote, now I'm being scouted by Island, yeah? For them man there, remote island, you know what an island is? It's remote, it's in its own isolated state, innit? They labeled him remote, now he's being scouted by Island, you know? It's like getting scouted for a football club, like Islands, you know? Like, there's a place, Islands, yeah? It sounds similar to Island, wordplay, mad. Then, like, did you hear the Universal, Warner Brothers, all those film companies as well? And then to top it off, I burn bridges to make profit like Moses, but there ain't no bush, yeah? Are you deep in the wordplay? Are you deep in it? I had to burn bridges to make profit. So I had to cut off my next friend, yeah? And burn that bridge to make the money. Like Moses, you know the Bible, innit? Moses and the burning bush, but there ain't no bush because he's burning bridges, not bushes. It's different. It's different, man.
Hood neighbors that ain't never left my neighborhood. Had to burn bridges to make profit like Moses, there ain't a bush. Independence with a major push is ideal. I'm from T and that's real, I'm done trying to define trill. I should get all of my exes watches cause time heals. I'm with a new thing in the yard on some Netflix and why chill. Why beat around the bush, what yeah shit baby. Put you on invasion alert, I think I'm JK. The plan.
Fam, did you hear the Pusha T Independence bar? You know who Pusha T is, alive. And if you heard, like, when he was talking about Greater Good and he was talking about artists, you know, Kanye's label Good Music. So when he was talking about Greater Good a while back here, and then started talking about Nas and that, those are artists in it, and they get signed to labels. Good Music is a label that Pusha T is signed to. Like, think about it, man. And then just a bit of smart wit, you know, with what you ain't beat around the bush, what you ain't save, baby. Like, that's just a little something light.
I beat around the bush, but you ain't shit, baby. Put you on invasion alert, I think I'm JK. The plan was to change the game and never let the game change me. So it's no strings attached until wireless main stage me. Yeah.
Are you hearing that? No strings attached until wireless main stage me. Wireless, like, what's no strings attached? The wireless, yeah, when you don't have the string. And then no strings attached until wireless main stage me. You know Wireless the festival, innit? Until they main stage him, there's no strings attached, bro. I shouldn't have to dissect that bit for you, yeah.
And never let the game change me, so it's no strings attached until wireless main stage me. Yeah, like Free said, can't you hear the difference? I'm in Cavalli and Shrews, but that's just religion. Every time I made you pay attention, I was worth the listen. My thing consists of content, that's what you call consistent. Yeah, ignorance has never been as blitz as now. I wondered why I never got a look in when I listened out. The maddest thing is being yourself is what makes you different now. But pay me no mind and I won't need it cause I think aloud. Sometimes 1,000 words are worth a picture. Ignore the fact that I'm an artist, that's why I'm on Insta. Hard work breeds success, and although I'm in labor.
Fam, he's spitting, the wordplay is ridiculous, man. Like this whole point, like this whole time, like since he was talking about artist labels, he's been talking about using his smart wordplay to paint the picture as well. What he's talking about, like he's talked about multiple artists, Think Aloud, all them man there, like. And it's just, he's intricated it so smoothly that it doesn't even sound like he's making those connections, but he's making them, like.
Ignore the fact that I'm an artist, that's why I'm on Insta. Hard work breeds success, and although I'm in labor with her, I'ma need a midwife. There's so much pressure to deliver, but I'll deliver.
Are you hearing that? Are you hearing that? Are you taking that in? Man's talking about labor, pressure to deliver midwife. He's talking about pregnancies. The babies and that. Are you taking that in, bro? Too much, man.
Picture, ignore the fact that I'm an artist, that's why I'm on Insta. Hard work breeds success, and although I'm in labor with her, I'ma need a midwife. There's so much pressure to deliver, but I'll deliver. It's about time that I had mine. Went from trap lines to captivating you with lyrics. That's a trap line. Where I'm from, there ain't no helping hand.
You hearing that? Went from trap lines to captivating lyrics. That's a trap line. Come on, man. I shouldn't have to dissect that for you.
Trap lines to captivating you with lyrics. That's a trap line. Where I'm from, there ain't no helping hand. There's just gang signs. Holy water flows when you hear back.
No helping hands. No helping. So, let me put the scenario for you, yeah? So, we're walking down, yeah? Let me go into Oyinbo shoes, yeah? Oyinbo shoes, so... You alright, Steve? Yeah, I'm good, John. How are you? There's none of that round here. No shaking hands. Only gang signs. In ends, you rep your ends, and everyone else... Nah, you're not doing the friendlies. You're not doing that.
A trap line. Where I'm from, there ain't no helping hand. There's just gang signs. Holy water flows when you hear back. That's short for baptized. Yeah, I want my name in lights, not in a list. Name a pair of rappers that could walk in our Rizzle kicks. 2016 is the rise of the lyricists. That's right, old flame.
Cold. His verse, cold. Did you not hear that last bit? Name a pair of rappers that can walk in our Rizzle kicks. You know who Rizzle kicks are? Them Mama Do The Hump people. Yeah, they're a pair of rappers. But he's talking about him and Wretch 32, innit? Name a pair of rappers that can walk in our Rizzle kits. Carl, there's no one like these two. They can't walk in the rhythm kids. It's like they're saying, put yourself in our shoes. Who when you put Avelino and Wretch Dirty shoes on, can you really walk? Or is there too much to feel? And the shoes just fall off. Think about it. Think about it.
Wow. Bet you ready after that, yeah?
I'm good, man.
You sure? you want to sit down for a minute? You take a breathe off?
Yeah, I'm nice. Yeah.
Wow.
Lately, death's been getting ever so close. Feeling spirits while I'm driving, I should get me a ghost. Growing up, they know the difference between the road and my home. Now I'm grown, I'm trying to buy every home on my road. Takeaway's been over-rinsed, I need a chef to come and live with me. Last time I picked up a pot, I nearly killed a fiend. I don't see a potent rapper out there that can mirror me. When I gave my kidneys to these kids, they must be kidding me, yeah.
Already. Bars. Man saying, lately death's been getting ever so close. Feeling spirits while I'm driving, I should get me a ghost. You know the car, the ghost. Yeah, car, he's feeling them spirits. But you know how he's saying lately death's been getting so close. Yeah. What are ghosts? They're the people that die and come back to haunt you. Yeah. Think about it. Just think about it.
I don't see a potent rapper out there that can mirror me. When I gave my kidneys to these kids, they must be kidding me, yeah. Remember playing Operation, yeah. That's how I feel about these compilations. Think they're the next Dr. Dre until they lose their patience. Saying the game's in a statement, that's an understatement.
You see, yeah, what I'm gonna need you, man, to do for me, yeah. You see how he talked about compilations. Just hold on to that, Carl. We're going to explain. I'll tie it all together, yeah, later. But you remember Operation, that surgical game where you had to like try and get the things out of the guy's body without touching any parts you shouldn't be touching. They think they think they're the next Dr. Dre until they lose their patience. Because Dr. Dre, but they think they're the next Dr. Dre because they think they can make it in the music industry like that. But they're taking too long, so they've lost the patience for it and quit. You can't be doing that, G. You can't be quitting.
Think they're the next Dr. Dre until they lose their patience. Saying the game's in a statement, that's an understatement. I mean, how much more gems can I drop on the future? How much of my fans might just not buy my new stuff? We've all got bars, but nobody here's a brew. I bring a sandwich to the beach in the hope of finding tuna. This is nonsense.
Nonsense. Absolute nonsense he just rapped there. You hearing him? Everybody got bars, but nobody here's a brewer. You know when you go down to everyone will have a local pub and that's a bar, innit? There, but no one's here's a brewer. We don't make the alcohol, yeah, but everyone's got bars. Like we got the bars everywhere, yeah. But where are the places where the people who are actually brewing the alcohol, yeah? No one here's a brewer, yeah, but we've got bars next to us. But he's talking about we've all got bars, as in like we can all spit a little something, but nobody here can like make them like that. Like there's only certain men that reach the level of being a mainstream artist, because nobody like, so when you're on ends in it, man can spit there, yeah, but are they making it? Like they're not mainstream, they're not making like proper music. You're just spitting bars for the fun of it. Do you get what I mean? Deeper wordplay. And then on top of that, he talks about I'm bringing sandwiches to the beach in the hope of finding tuna. You know, let me explain it, yeah. You know when you go to the beach, yeah, if for some of you that don't, I'm sorry, but say you go to the beach, yeah, you know your Marge makes a lunch for you, man, and that, and she might be making sandwiches and that, and then when you go to the beach, yeah, oh, it's lunchtime, alright, let me find the tuna. Obviously me, yeah, I don't like fish, but let me find the tuna. But at the same time, yeah, I'm bringing sandwiches to the beach in the hope of finding tuna. What can you also do at beaches, yeah, like, on places like that, you can fish, and what's so mad is sandwich is food, yeah, and you're bringing it to the beach because you're gonna go fishing in it in the hope of finding tuna. And what do you need to find tuna and to fish? You need the bait, you need the food that the fish are gonna come and try and eat, yeah. So it's deeper wordplay, deeper, and then sand, even the mention of sand and beach. That's another correlation, like. So it's just madness. He's an artist. He's.
Nonsense. Who got bars, but nobody hears a brew. I'm bringing sandwich to the beach and in the hope of finding tuna. This is nonsense. Past tense. I'm a rap genius. I've passed sense. So if you ain't got a 2-1 and you ain't free to, you gotta graduate before you pass. Wretch, we got off on the...
Do you get that? He's a rap genius. A rap genius, bro. So, that's a level of smarts. Yeah, he's past sense. Because, you know, like Einstein and that, them men are geniuses. But at the time, people were thinking, aye, what are you saying, bruv? What are you talking about? Because they didn't understand. They past sense. To be a genius, yeah, you have to be at a level of smarts that the normal people aren't there. So they can't understand. They're thinking like, what's going on? Like, what is actually going on? So he's a rap genius, he's past sense. And you know, he said, if you ain't got a 2-1 or you ain't 3-2, you got to graduate before you pass before you pass him, innit? Uni, you need a level of smarts to graduate, yeah? So you have to graduate with a 2-1 to pass him, because that's a level of smart. Okay, he doesn't have that, so that's how you pass him in smarts, innit? Or you have to be 3-2. That's 32 years old. Because you know, when you're 32 years old, you've lived quite a bit of life and you're wiser and smarter for what you've lived in the past. You learn from your mistakes and stuff like that. And you pick up knowledge here and there. So he's saying you have to be 32 or graduate with a 2-1 degree before you can even pass him in smartness. Ladies and gentlemen, deeper wordplay.
If you ain't got a 2-1 and you ain't free to, you gotta graduate before you pass. Wretch, we got off on the wrong foot because you half-step. Meanwhile, I'm getting restless because I can't rest. 21 hours I'm awake, the other 3 I'm in the days writing what to say with my last breath. Can you not hear the difference?
Charlie knew, bro.
Yo,
Charlie knew.
brother, everybody in town.
No, don't stop me, man.
Yo, I need you to rewind the track for me, brother. Rewind the track.
Fam, I'm so sorry.
I needed to turn up my headphones as well.
Cuz.
Different.
Goosebumps out here.
We go again.
There it is, man.
Wow, just need to take a moment. Just a moment.
Young Fire, Old Flame coming soon. Alright, and me out now. Yeah. Lately, death's been getting ever so close. Been feeling spirits while I'm driving, I should get me a ghost. Growing up, they know the difference between the road and my home. Now I'm grown, I'm trying to buy every home on my road. Takeaway's been over-rinsed, I need a chef to come and live with me. Last time I picked up a pot, I nearly killed a fiend. I don't see a potent rapper out there that can mirror me. When I gave my kidneys to these kids, you must be kidding me. Do you remember playing Operation? Yeah, that's how I feel about these compilations. Being the next Dr. Dre until they lose their patience. Saying the game's in a statement, that's an understatement. I mean, how much more gems can I drop on the future? How much of my fans might just not buy my new stuff? We all got bars, but nobody hears a brew. I bring in sandwich to the beach in the hope of finding tuna. This is nonsense. Past tense. I'm a rap genius. I've passed sense. So if you ain't got a 2-1 or you ain't free to, you gotta graduate before you pass. Wretch, we got off on the wrong foot because you half-step. Meanwhile, I'm getting restless because I can't rest. 21 hours I'm awake, the other 3 I'm in the days writing what to say with my last breath. Can you not hear the difference? Even when it's in your system. Every time I flip the script, I got a scripture. I've seen man going from the strip to the strip club. I'm trying to go from eating rich tea to the rich club. I used to want to go from the bitch to the bricks, cuz, and then I realized that it's a fix when your skin's dark. Should I do a Kanye and keep it chiller? Fuck that, even when I lose, I'm the winner. I'm the people's champ, let me thank the people who never got the point until they grabbed the needle. Niggas tried to minus my pluses to divide my people.
Simple maths. They never got the point until they grabbed the needle. Deeper. They never get the point until they grab the needle, inject themselves with the heroin or whatnot, then they're high. And you know, when you're high and stuff, you think of stuff at a much deeper level. Deeper. So you're there like, raw. Okay. Have you viewed the world in this way? Nah, now I get that. Like, so what he's trying to say is they never got the point because they can't understand until they grab the needle and get high, and then they open up their mind and start thinking about life and stuff. Like, deeper wordplay, man. Deeper.
Never got the point until they grabbed the needle. Niggas tried to minus my pluses to divide my people. We go from stepping on roaches to stepping by the Beatles.
I'm sorry I'm pausing it, yeah, but like you need to take that in, because he said they go from stepping on the road to stepping by the Beatles. That's a deep bar. Let me analyze that one for you, yeah. So basically, you know, in ends, you're stepping on the road. So you're stepping on the road. You're gonna do road, innit? Like that's where they've come from. That's the type of environment they grew up in, innit? So they'll be stepping on the road to stepping by the Beatles. Do you know how mad that is? Because you know who the Beatles were. There were a group of musicians in it that made it proper, like properly made it. So they're stepping by the road to stepping by the Beatles. So like going from road to making music in it properly, but also deep it. There's a Beatles album, yeah, and the album, the artwork, the cover work is them, the Beatles walking across the road, stepping on the road, yeah. So it's deeper wordplay, deeper.
Minus my pluses to divide my people. We go from stepping on road just to stepping by the Beatles. It's progression at its finest. They say my weakness is kindness. I kill them with success because it's timeless. Every verse is a verse from the chapter of writing. The writings on the wall, we know who destiny's child is.
Oh my god, he's spazzing. Because, yeah, this one here's another deeper one. He said, the writings on the wall, you know who Destiny's Child is. He's not just simply saying, oh yeah, writing on the wall, you know that's an album by Destiny's Child, yeah. It's more than that. It's that, but more. Because he's saying that he's Destiny's Child, yeah, and that's writing, the writings on the wall, yeah, about him being Destiny's Child. But also, where do you keep albums and plaques? And when you go platinum and that, what do? You go put it on the wall. Yeah, so that Destiny's Child album will be there somewhere, writing on the wall, on a plaque right there. The writings on the wall, because it's the music, the scripture that he's writing, and the bars he's writing down, yeah, and you record that and put that out. So the writing is on the wall because the plaque represents the song that you wrote or the rap that you wrote. Are you getting how mad of a picture that is?
That's called motherfucking bars, nigga. You know nothing about
all compilations. Like, I'm telling you, the whole thing is a series of compilations, bro.
Every verse is a verse from the chapter of writing. The writings on the wall, we know who Destiny's Child is. King Kendrick or Jermaine Cole. Or are you saying King Wretched or Jermaine's Code? I'm trying to lay the blueprint and give you reasonable doubt, so when you watch the throne, they can see me change clothes.
You getting that? Do you see what he just did? So he's talking about artists, which is another compilation that's been the themes, that's even with Avelino, about artists. Like, they included so many artist names and bands and stuff like that. So now what he just did was King Kendrick or Jermaine's Code, changed that to King Wretched or Jermaine's Code, because his name is Jermaine, I believe, and King Wretched, you know, because he's Wretch in it. But what he then goes on to do is combine all of Jay-Z's albums and use them. Blueprint, Reasonable Doubt, Watch the Throne, Change Clothes. Just listen, bro. Listen, take it in. But it makes so much sense.
Code. I'm trying to lay the blueprint and give you reasonable doubt, so when you watch the throne, they can see me change clothes. Hang on, wait. You best believe that I'm a general, because one of us has got to compete at all the festivals, and I've been out here rapping for free before my testicles drop, man. I'm so credible, I'm incredible. They say a promise is a comfort to a fool. I'm lying if I want to say I live in comfort. I'm the truth.
Yeah.
And this will be the best fire in the booth. And I doubt they tell you different when I'm standing in the room.
No.
Why? Different class. Sometimes you have to ask, do you want to be the best in your country or your school?
You get that class.
In a country full of rules where we're sending lollipop to keep them sucking on our balls. The survival of the fittest, so I'm Mo Farah. I'm black as Akon, just trying to find my own gaga. The less mercy you show could leave you merciless alone, but I'm yard grown, so I ain't taking no better.
Bro, so mad. He's talked about Survival of the Fittest. That's a song by Mobb Deep. That's an oldie. He's using songs by artists to paint the picture. Compilations. Yeah, talks about Mercy, that Kanye West song, but talking about how he's merciless. Yeah, he mentions Akon, Gaga, like Mo Farah. Like, he's just mentioning celebrities and artists and all that. Like, it's madness.
The less mercy you show could leave you merciless alone, but I'm yard grown, so I ain't taking no better. No, and Tidal's got the whole world moving crazy. It's like they'd rather free Spotify playlist that's messed up, like them cops on the day shift who just can't stop and search without tasing. Shit seems shocking when you're reading about it.
You're hearing him tasing. They can't stop tasing. He's shocking when you're reading about it. Playing on words like on the scenes, the pictures. Mad. And listen to that, just wait. Tidal and Spotify, their streaming companies, just wait. I'm gonna tie it all in, man, them.
Yard grown, so I ain't taking no better. Nah, and Tidal's got the whole world moving crazy. It's like they'd rather free Spotify playlist. That's messed up, like them cops on the day shift who just can't stop in search without tasing. Shit seems shocking when you're reading about it. 6 years old, they was raiding my house shit. Trying to find my uncle, didn't open my mouth shit. My dad might have killed me, no snitching on our shit. The Titanic ain't going down because of me. See, I can't swim, but I'll be the anchor for the scene. See, how did they expect musicians to stay afloat when all our cells keep going down the street?
Bro, are you nuts? Are you nuts? Take it in. Because, yeah, since he was talking about Spotify and Tidal, the whole picture he's been painting is about ships, oceans and that. Talking about streams, rivers and that, like. Listen to what he was talking about. There's no snitching on our shit. Oh, just listen and I'll... Oh.
Ain't going down because of me. See, I can't swim, but I'll be the anchor for the scene. See, how did they expect musicians to stay afloat when all our cells keep going down the stream?
They're going down the stream because we're switching, like, when this was made, yeah, we were switching more and more to Spotify, Tidal, Apple Music, them streaming services here. So it made even more sense back then. Because the musicians were
I promise, like, and
going down the stream now. We're going for the music streams. Like, look at us. We go on Spotify and Apple Music now. We don't really buy CDs anymore and stuff like that. Like they did in the past, innit? Deeper wordplay, man. Deeper, man. And the thing is, yeah, all this time, they've just been giving us compilations on compilations, which is what he first started rapping about. Compilations, man.
You have to think, young brother.
And operations. You dumb. Are you actually dumb, cuz?
How did they expect musicians to stay afloat when all our cells keep going down the street? Fire in the brief, young fire, old flame, alright with me. I got nothing to say, man.
Oh my
I'm here for the long run.
Let me just say that. Let me tell you something right now.
You said it last time, don't say it again.
I'm never safe. That right there. That bar right there, that verse right there. I challenge any artist out there. Any artist out there to come better than that.
Try it, man.
Come to the studio.
You're gonna get me clashing.
No, come to the studio better.
I'm playing, I'm not in it.
On the real, that's the hardest verse Find the Booth has ever had.
To this day.
It hasn't changed, man. Like, it hasn't changed at all. Like, this is the reason why I personally believe I had to start the Flashback series like this, because that right there, the bar is cold. Yeah, the wordplay, the artistry, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. This is a 10 out of 10. Yeah, perfect. Compilations and that. Different things going on. Like, the bars were beautiful. I'm someone that loves lyrics and lyricists. So I had to show you, man. This verse. I had to, man. But with that being said, this comes to the end of the reaction. So I'm going to be doing more of this. Yeah. So until then, in a bit.
Be lying and shit. Talking money, don't buy their own shit. Baby mothers be buying them shit. You not lit, you depend on the bitch. Swear to God, man, I'm clever as shit. Still can trap any weather I'm in. Throw me working, I'm making it flip. With a whippy, you might just get sick.